Hello you guys and welcome back to another video on this channel. We are back today with none other than a mother story time. Um I love these, like story time requires less brain but still brain because I'm thinking and I'm remembering, but essentially it's something that already happened that I just got to rock with. So, let's get into this one. Today, y'all, I have a hairstylist horror story time. Okay, I think I've only told one of these on my page ever, and it was like a year ago, literally last January. But I have a very recent uh scenario of events that I would like to talk about. And it's just fresh on my mind. I'm like, why not just tell it? Because it's ridiculous. And the look on everybody's face when I tell it is just telling. But y'all know just how they say with men, like if you really done, you got to make sure you really done when you want to speak on it and say all the details. Um, and after my appointment, my last appointment, I am ready to stand on business. Okay, if you're looking at me, which I hope you are, because it's a YouTube video. Hey, I'm a newly locked baddie, 1 month in to be exact, okay? And I just got my first retwist. My first retwist is looking good. It's looking clean, okay? It's cool. The appointment, the product of the the outcome of the appointment wasn't the problem. It was the appointment itself. But before I start there, let's start all the way at the beginning. So once upon a time, I started letting people do my hair again. As I stated before, man, from like 19 to, yeah, for like 2 years, I didn't let anybody touch my head, okay? My auntie dyed my hair for me. I was a natural. I would do box sprays, not that it would look good. Well, it would look good before it fell apart in 2 weeks. I did my hair by myself, right? My mom found a braider. I went to her in summer, fell in love with having my hair done and not having to go mentally insane doing it. Um, you know, for a while, but there was a little hiccup in that appointment where I was like, I think I could find someone better and cheaper. And I did. My auntie told me about a year ago. She's not really like a person who gets braids too often, that she went to this certain beauty salon, and I was like, okay, I'll check them out. So one day I pulled up, I was like, hi, do you have any openings for so and so? This is the hair that I want to get. How much will it be? Blah, blah. Lo and behold, it was cheaper than the last place. So I was like, perfect, can't wait. Fast forward to my appointment, I'm getting my hair done, I'm sitting in the chair, and everything's cool. But I see like a guy come in, and it's a guy with locks. Mind you, in the salon, it's just other girls in the chair, and they're all getting like some kind of braids. But I noticed they had rooms in the back, and I seen the guy with locks go in the back and then, come out later. And I knew that this year I wanted to lock my hair. I was ready. I'm over the loose natural. Love your curls, love my curls. But I was like, I'm ready. I've been sitting on it for a year. And so like I turned to lady, like, and I was like, oh, like that guy got his locks done in the back. Like, you guys do locks? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, like who can I call? Like, should I talk to the people in the back suites or like you guys? Or she was literally like, the same card that you have, just call that when you want to make your lock appointment. Like locks for real hair, right? Like not like faux locks. And I was like, yeah, like locking my real hair. She was like, they can do it. And I was like partially confused because I was like, the people, you don't know how beauty salons be, like people in other suites are like related to them, but I could tell they weren't necessarily like the same thing. So I'm trying to be like, can I get like her card? But she was like assured me like, no, the salon, we do locks too. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Also, it seemed like that lady who did the guys locks that I see kind of had that type of appointment where like she had an appointment, she came, then after the appointment was gone, she left. So by the time my hair was done, she was gone. So got my hair done. I got those braids in October. You guys seen any of the last time I had my hair braided, long curly braids? It was them, and they ain't, right? And so I decided at the end of December slash beginning of January, I wanted to lock my hair. Okay, so beginning of January, boom, we're here now. I pull back up to the place. I'm like, hi, can I make a lock appointment? How much is it gonna cost? I'm showing her pictures. I'm like, I want medium size, yada yada yada. Okay, so I'm showing her the size. My man has locks too. I have about 50 something locks. He got small ones. He got like 100. I'm like, no, I want like twice his size, like medium size. I'm showing her the pictures. And she said, how much was the first appointment? Okay, so she said 120 to start it. And I'm like, okay, like not bad. You know, you start, you have to do, it's a lot to start, right? So I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, can I come next week? She's like, yeah, and whatever. The first red flag about this place is I was like, low key, they're not really good with detail. Like, I remember when I first got my hair braided, I was wondering, like, wait, you never know with like different places. I was like, is it only cash? I don't want to show up there with a card and like look stupid, you know? So I texted and called and I like wondering if I had to bring cash. I got no reply. So I literally had to drive up there before my appointment to be like, hi, I texted and called the number. Is it cash only? Just for them to be like, yes. So I'm like, yes, okay. For the locks, I knew that I had to bring cash, right? And one thing I was thinking is I was like, they're starting my locks, right? So they're gonna wash it, detangle it, and start it. Like that's just what I assume. Just like when you get a silk press, like you don't just come in with blow dried hair unless you do. I don't know. The ladies who used to do my hair as a kid, they used to come in there. They used to wash it, detangle it, blow dry it. So I assumed like I could come, however, because they were gonna wash it. I mean, obviously that I would try to like detangle it. But I remember my boyfriend was like, babe, like I don't know, I would just come prepared. I wouldn't assume they're gonna do all that for you. Cause mind you, that was when I was in my straight hair era. Y'all know that was literally like a month ago. And I was like, I don't really feel like doing my hair. Like I'ma just come in there with the same hair. They're gonna wash it, like whatever. But my boyfriend was like, I would make sure you're prepared since they didn't give you that much context. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I took his advice. The day before the appointment, I came home from work, I washed my hair, I detangled it, and I did not blow dry it as I would for braids because why would I blow dry my hair when I'm about to get locks in natural style? You feel me? I just detangled it and I put it in like sections, you know, like for dookie braids. The day of the appointment comes around. My bodyguard took me to my lock appointment, okay? He picks me up, we roll, we drive over there. I walk in, I'm like, hi, and I see all four chairs filled up. Not like, you know, not too much yet. But like the lady I made the appointment with, she's there. So it's not like I'm just like on the list. And she's looking at me kind of confused, like, hi, like, what time were you? And I was like, 12. She goes and looks at the paper. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, can you come back in 2 hours? So y'all, I'm sorry, but the look I just gave y'all is a look I'm giving her. Cause what do you mean 2 hours? Like if you're like, I'm running 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, I would have been like, okay, like annoying, but I'm not gonna trip. Like you can't always calculate hair. Bitch, what do you mean come back in 2 hours? So I'm literally like giving her the same look. I'm trying to think of what to say. And y'all know how boys are, just so complacent. He literally just answers for me and he was like, okay. I'm looking at him like, did you just answer about my appointment? So again, she's like, okay, yeah, sorry. I'm like, okay. We turn around, we go back to the car. I'm like, babe, why are you answering for me? He's like, Alicia, like, what are you gonna do? Like, say no? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, but like, I don't want to just say okay, like it was okay. Like what? He's like, you could tell she feels bad, babe. Like, let's just go get food. We could find something to do. So I'm just like, okay, but also I'm like, this is hella unprofessional. I'm like, what if I actually had something to do today? I didn't, but don't make my appointment 2 hours late. Sir, my man brings me back around 2. As soon as we come in there, she's like, yeah, I'm ready for you. So I hate to say when a man is right, but my man was right when I was like, I could just come in there because like they're obviously gonna wash it and da da. No, like you know, I said I washed it, I detangled it just to be prepared. Like he said, all they did was sit me down in that chair and start on the locks. I said, oh, like, I've never heard of someone having a starter lock appointment where they didn't wash their head first. Because, duh. Like, they didn't even ask me. Like, they didn't give fucks. They didn't even ask me. Like, it's clean, right? It's nothing. I'm like, okay, maybe this is like the price I pay for going to a place to get my locks done that's not an actual, like, loctician. Y'all know how there's, like, locticians where it's like all they do is locks there. Um, Like I said, they're mainly braiders, but they apparently do them too. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. They start my locks, they do it. I like the size. I sit under the dryer. Boom, everyone was saying I was gonna hate how they came out first. I was gonna hate my star locks. I loved it immediately. I was like, it's a cute little bob. It's what I expected. Yeah. So I'm happy. When I go to pay, the lady is actually sweet at first. She's like, I'm so sorry, like it was 120, but I'll give you this 20 back, like for your time. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. So I'm like, so in a month, how much is it for me to come back and get a wash and retwist? Because I'm afraid to wash my new locks. Okay. Like, I'd rather have somebody else play in my head first before I get the hang of it. And she's like, it's going to be 95. And I'm like, okay, wash, retwist, 95. Yes, yes. So fast forward, that was the end of January. And February comes around, the roots was looking puffy. I'm like, it's time. Okay. Um, and again, maybe I should listen to my man in the first place. My man does his own locks. He knows how to do all of that. But I was just like, I don't know. Like, moms too, how they're all like, oh, you want that? I could do that. But I was just like, no, like, I want to go to a professional and, like, just at least the first 6 months, first 3 months, get it, you know? Um, but again, but a month passes and I'm like, okay, maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I'm like, I'm gonna make my appointment. I go in, I'm like, hi, she remembers me. I'm like, I want to make an appointment for a wash and retwist. And she's like, okay, this time, number, name, perfect. I'm like, perfect. And she even made a little joke because she remembered me. She was like, I'm not gonna be late this time. Like, girl, I hope not. Like, what the the appointment comes around. It comes around, okay? Unfortunately, I had to drive myself this time. I drive over there. Oh my god, y'all, I forgot the crucial part. When I left my lock appointment the first day, when I got them done, when I asked about how much it will be for my first wash and retwist, she said something crazy to me. She said, "Okay, it'll be 95, but you have to bring your own product." And it's like, okay, bitch, is this braids? Braids, bring your own hair. Very understandable, okay? I'm just like, that's odd, but I don't know where else to go. I literally asked TikTok. You guys follow me on TikTok? Follow me on TikTok. I asked my TikTok, I'm new to locks. Like, this lady said that my first retwist, I have to bring product because my man thought that was weird. Anyone I told that was like, I've never heard of someone say bring your own product. And what they mean is gel, not like shampoo, everything. I just thought it was strange. I'm like, that's already a lot of money. And mind you, I know like hair isn't cheap, people got bills to pay. But I'm like, for a wash and retwist, I was expecting like 80 at most. And mind you, it's 95. And then on top of that, I have to bring my own product. And this is one of those places where it's like hair salon slash beauty supplies. So I'm like, maybe they're just stingy. They want me to buy from them, but I'm not doing that because a lot of beauty supplies are overpriced. I literally seen the gel that my man recommended for me. It was 30 at their little supply, and on Amazon it was $20. So yeah, I got mine from Amazon. Everyone with locks on TikTok was saying that's insane. Find someone else. Who says to bring your own product? Like what? Girl, they're playing with you. But again, I'm like, guys, I don't even want to go with like I just okay, so I pull up to the first wash and retwist with my gel. I walk in. This is looking like the first appointment. All four chairs are filled, right? But the lady sees me. She's like, hi, I'm almost done. See, as Black women who get our hair done, we know this. All of them were getting braided. I seen the section she had left in the box braids. Y'all know in box braids, when you're sitting there, you think they're almost done, then they split that section into 30 million different other braids, and you're like, damn, I thought it was going to be 15 more minutes, but it turned into 45. I was like, okay, I'm almost done. Okay, girl. But I was kind of thinking, like, it doesn't look like she's almost done. But again, what am I going to do? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? 20 minutes late, 30 minutes at most. I understand. You can't always calculate hair now, can you? Okay, so I sit in the salon. You guys, she played with me again. This time, thankfully, it wasn't 2 hours. 1 hour passed, which is 1 hour too much. But again, what am I gonna do, y'all? I'm like, I just want my hair done. I just want my hair done. The girl who's box braids, she's doing finally gets up and leaves. I'm like, okay, they're about to call me over in a second. Y'all, I see this old lady walk in. No shade to Granny if I'm talking a little aggressively. I was just pissed off. This old lady walks in with her man, and I hear their conversation from where I'm sitting in the salon. She's talking about like a style they did on her before, and she's saying like it's tight or something. And I literally hear Granny say, she said, like, it doesn't have to be today, but I just want to ask you guys about it because like it feels tight. It doesn't have to be today, y'all. Why did they let that lady sit down before me?
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
So the first time I made an appointment here, you were 2 hours late. You were hella apologetic, said it would never happen again. Bitch, today you're an hour late and you're letting somebody else sit down before me. I don't know what it was. Maybe, like I said, it's because Granny, she was old. She she said it didn't have to be today. You could have told Granny, okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out after I handle this client who's already now late. Or come over and ask me, do you mind if I look at her real quick? I'm so sorry you're already. No, she didn't do none of that. She let her sit down. Mind you, the thing that she was doing only took 20 minutes. Bitch, it's still an hour and 20 minutes over. Like, I'm just like, who do they really think they are? Because I'm like, what if I actually, thankfully, I'm making these appointments on days that I actually don't have anything planned except my hair. I'm like, but what if I did? What if I did? It literally seems like y'all don't care. So they eventually call me over. They call me over. And did I get an apology? Did I get a, oh my God, I'm so sorry, we're an hour over. I'm so sorry I let a lady sit down before you? No, she's just like, oh, she can help you now. But again, y'all, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I want to punch someone in the face, but I want my hair done. Okay, and mind you, one note that I'm going to say about this salon too is it was giving like family business, mom and pops. Okay, like I think my first appointment, my boyfriend heard her say like one of my daughters can do it because it was like a grown lady, like looking like she's like old enough to be my mom, you know? But all the other employees look very young. They look like 17, 16, 18 at most. Like the girl who I actually talked to and apologized and stuff, she's the grown woman. But the girl who did my locks in the first appointment, she looked like she was like 17. And this time, the girl who did my hair looked like she was a different girl from last time, but it looked like another 17-year-old. Whatever. I'm gonna assume she knows what she's doing. So the appointment almost goes well. She washes my head, period. She retwists my hair, period. She sits me under the dryer. I'm under the dryer for a long ass time, y'all. Like, I don't know why they play with us in the hair salon. Like, do you know I'm about to pass out? Did you forget about me in the hair? Did you forget? Seriously, because that's how I feel. So I'm in there like about to like dehydrate. So I eventually build up the courage. I take it off, and mind you guys, it's an hour. It's over an hour. And I walk over to the little girl who did my hair. I told you they're all like 17, other than the grown lady. And I'm like, "Hi, can you check if I'm dry?" I walk over to her. She has some food in front of her. Do y'all want to know what she said? Do y'all want to know what she said to me? Why did she say, "I'm eating right now when I'm done"? So you guys want to make my appointment over an hour late, not apologize for being late again, let somebody else sit down before me. And bitch, now you want a lunch break in the middle of my appointment. When I'm asking you, is it, can I eat first real quick and then I'll check your head? Or let me check it real quick and then I'll go eat when I put you. No, just, I'm eating right now when I'm done. I swear to God, that's gonna be I was PMSing during this appointment too. I was like, oh my God. Like, I literally just ignored her and I went and I sat back in that chair and I told myself, I'm not about to die. I didn't put that thing back under. I'm like, I know it's dry. I could take these pins out myself. I honestly just want to get out right now because what is this customer service? Okay, so when she's done with her food, she comes over, she feels my head, she does whatever, 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 takes out the pins, is done. I give her my money and I'm like, thanks. She's like, okay, have a good day. I go, I drive home. I'm literally like, y'all, I'm PMSing too. This is why I'm so emotional. I'm on the verge of tears. I'm calling my man. I'm ranting. I'm like, man, I'm not going, like, I can't. I'm not going back there. Like, seriously, like, what was that? I told him all that. He's like, babe, I already told you I could do your hair. Like, don't worry. Like, I'll do it next month, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you sure you can do my hair? Like, I have a lot of hair. Like, I didn't start yours. Like, yeah. He's like, yes, I can do your hair. And y'all, why on the way home from the appointment, I think to myself, these bitches didn't give me back the gel that I brought to their appointment that they said was required that I bought with my own money. And before anyone says, well, you should have made sure you had it, but I was under that dryer for a whole hour. I'm like, as soon as she was done with the twisting, because she didn't need it for anything else, she should have gave it to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I will tell the story truthfully. Like maybe half an hour after the appointment, they did call, but y'all, I'm telling you, I was just so pissed off from everything that happened. I was like, I'm not turning around and going back there. Like I'm so done. I'm never going back there. And yeah, I literally told my mom that too. Everyone's face when they realize all of those things, but especially when they're like, they didn't make sure you had your gel back that they made you bring. Like, no. And honestly, too, they were like, if you go back, how do you even know which one is yours? Because I'm like, I didn't turn around the whole appointment. I don't know how much of the jar she used. Like, I don't, y'all. I really haven't had that bad of like a hair experience in so long. And yeah, now that I'm a locked baddie, after that, I think that I will go back to being my own hairstylist. Yeah. Isn't that freaking crazy, y'all? I can't go back. Just like that TikTok sound. I can't go back. Like literally. Yeah, I'm determined to be my own like you know what I'm saying? I could really do this. I'm gonna let my boyfriend do my retwist in March. And yeah, if any other black people with locks are watching this video, comment any lock influencers that are good, that have good tutorials. And I'm gonna start looking into this. Like I'm gonna save my $100 a month that I was about to give to those bitches and like really figure it out. Cause I'm like, I believe I can figure it out. The only thing I'm nervous for is parting, y'all. Like that's what made my braids when I used to do my own braids. Like, don't look at the back. I mean, I'm honestly thankful that like I got it started somewhere because, like I said, I suck at parting. So that you know, I have a grid laid out. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure out how to make the back look cute, how to keep those parts. But I believe in myself, and yeah, let me know any lock influencers I should tap in with, subscribe to videos that helps you guys. And yeah, I'm determined to never go through that shit again. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about that crazy story. This is why you don't get your hair done. Like, cause what? Like, this is what they be talking about on TikTok. Like, why can't the black community ever just be nice to each other and have nice policies and nice customer service anymore? Like, y'all, I used to get my hair done all the time growing up. I had a braider, a lady who braided my hair for years, always nice, always consistent. I had a different lady who used to always wash, blow dry, and press my hair as a kid, always super nice, always super consistent. Like, where did they go? Where did they go? But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this story time. If you enjoyed it, there's much more on the Storytimes playlist on all my other platforms, which are linked down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.